Hey guys, I've partnered with one of the best energy drink companies out there, 𝐒ᴑᴜ. You can get 10% off by using the code Otaku while checking out, or by using the link provided in the description below.
Takeshi had been alienated by his family after being blamed for an incident involving his younger brother. His only comfort in life was his girlfriend, Kurumi. One day, however, everything changed when he met a girl named Mui, who drew him into the dangerous world of magic. At school, Takeshi found Mui collapsed on the ground. When he carried her to the infirmary, she became disoriented and turned hostile. Their lips accidentally touched, embarrassing her, and she fired a few magic bullets in panic. Suddenly, Tsugenashi appeared with the ghost trailers. Mui revealed that Tsugenashi was her brother, though his memories had been altered. As Takeshi tried to escape with her, Tsugenashi froze the window shut, and Ogami blocked their way. Takeshi drew his Bakken and fought Ogami, briefly gaining the upper hand before his weapon broke. At that moment, Takeshi suddenly manifested evasive magic in his eye, enabling him to read Ogami's moves. Using this advantage, he redirected Ogami's greatsword into the window, shattering it so that he and Mui could escape. Tsugenashi ordered his forces to capture Mui, but Takeshi's friend Ida became entangled in the fight. Mui admitted she had accidentally turned Takeshi into a magician and explained that all humans possessed dormant magic, which could awaken upon exposure. She added that magicians usually hid their existence from society, though groups like the Ghost Trailers defied this. Soon, Ogami and Ushikawa caught up to them just as Kurumi appeared. Kurumi, however, seemed more concerned about Takeshi's closeness with Mui than the situation itself. Ushikawa attacked Mui, but after Kurumi provoked him, he turned his fury on her instead. As punishment for striking another magician in the living world, his own magic was forcibly stripped away. In the chaos, Kurumi suddenly manifested transformation magic, causing her chest to balloon, while Ida's flames erupted for the first time. Ogami and Takeshi continued their fight, clashing evenly. With Mui's support, Takeshi thrust his Bakken into Ogami's throat. Left with no choice, Mui decided to bring Takeshi and his friends into the magical world to explain everything properly. She brought them to Subaru Academy. After Kurumi's wounds were treated by the nurse, Yodo, the group was summoned to meet the headmistress, Momo. She explained that 16 years earlier, a great magical war had occurred. During it, Kazuma, the leader of the Ghost Trailers, had attempted to annihilate humanity. Thanks to a coalition of mages, the world was divided in two: the living world, which had been spared, and the ruined world, devastated by Kazuma's spell, Last Requiem. It was agreed that all future battles would take place in the ruined world, while a gift spell was placed on the living world to prevent magicians from fighting there. Momo introduced them to ancestral magic, a unique form tied to an individual's nature and qualities. She listed 6 types: evasive, illusion, destructive, black, accelerative, and corporeal. She also explained that magicians were divided into communities with different ideologies. For example, the Ghost Trailers pursued wizard supremacy, while Wizard Brace sought coexistence with non-magicians. She gave them a choice: return to the living world and lose their magic, or stay in the ruined world and live as magicians. Takeshi chose to stay. Ida followed, and Kurumi reluctantly joined them. Their sudden transfer shocked Gekko and his mother, Yoko. In the days that followed, Takeshi began training to channel his ancestral magic. Mui introduced him to Takado, the Academy's armory master, who oversaw the weapons. Takeshi picked a katana, but Takado suddenly attacked him, forcing him to use it. The blade reacted to Takeshi's magic, transforming into a gunblade known as Twilight. Takado urged him to make it his aspect. Meanwhile, the Trailers continued their schemes. A woman named Violet was retrieved by Kippei after slaughtering a church, while at the Academy, Mui handed Kurumi tickets to Violet's fortune-telling session. During practice, other students whispered disdainfully about Mui due to her brother's defection to the Trailers. Toji explained that Subaru housed over 50 communities, but only 7 major ones, including Wizard Brace, Spriggan, Phoenix Foundation, and Camelot, held voting rights in the International Magicians Association. Mui was part of Wizard Brace, a group branded as traitors. Later, Takeshi broke up a group of boys passing around photos of Kurumi, declaring that she was his girlfriend. Mui overheard this and apologized. That night, Kurumi visited Violet, who revealed that her love might face difficulties due to a third party. When Mui later admitted to Kurumi that she had accidentally kissed Takeshi, Kurumi ran to confront him. Takeshi, however, rejected her advances and suggested ending their fake relationship. Hurt, Kurumi began skipping practice, avoiding her friends. Takeshi reassured her it wasn't her fault, but she remained uneasy, especially after seeing him speaking with Mui. When another boy tried confessing to her, he accidentally touched her, triggering a traumatic memory. Takeshi stepped in to protect her, and the two reconciled. Their relationship, born from a fake arrangement to deter stalkers, began to deepen. Meanwhile, 𝐬ᴏ reflected on the rift between him and Takeshi. 2 years earlier, he had discovered Kurumi, the girl he liked, was dating Takeshi. In a heated confrontation, he had been struck by a car, and Takeshi had been blamed. Since then, their relationship had soured. Kurumi later questioned whether Takeshi reconciled with her because of Mui's influence or his own will. At the same time, Violet aided a girl named Lily in divining the whereabouts of her brother. Soon after, Mui vanished, leaving only a map behind. Though Hitoji refused to sanction a rescue, Takeshi chose to go after her anyway, with Kurumi and Ida accompanying him. They snuck into the ruined world, where Tsuga ambushed Mui and choked her unconscious. Takeshi fought him, but struggled against his ice magic. Ida urged Takeshi to focus on rescuing Mui rather than himself. With Twilight's power, Takeshi broke free and blasted Tsuga, forcing Ķippei to intervene and retreat. Subaru helicopters arrived, and though Momo scolded them, she acknowledged their resolve. From there, Momo decided to test them in the ancestral magic exams. The trial forced them through illusionary towns, monstrous golems, and battles with magicians. During the chaos, Violet infiltrated the exam building, causing floors to collapse. Despite this, Takeshi and his friends persevered, destroying a magic-enhanced golem with Ida's combo attack. Momo, impressed, allowed them to participate in the Tsuga retrieval mission. The operation unfolded in February. Momo gave Mui a sealing bullet capable of capturing Tsuga without harming him. During the mission, however, Ķippei interfered. Momo fought him, but his melting magic overwhelmed her despite her desperate tactics, and she fell into Tokyo Bay. Meanwhile, Takeshi, Mui, and Ida pursued Tsuga into his ice palace. Though Takeshi misfired his attack, Mui reached her brother and pleaded with him through tears. She finally used the sealing bullet, restoring his true self. The siblings embraced, reunited at last. Elsewhere, Ķippei warned that Kazuma's awakening was near, and the atrocities of the past war would soon be revealed. Not long after, Takeshi's weapon, Twilight, transformed into a girl named Eterna. Yodo explained that his nightmares were prophetic visions and warned him that if he kept Twilight by his side, it would eventually drain his magic and kill him. Refusing to abandon it, Takeshi underwent training to face Twilight's manifested form in his dreams, supported by Mui. Inside the dream world, he confronted Twilight's true nature and named her Eterna, forging their bond. Meanwhile, 𝐬ᴏ enrolled at the academy, seemingly reconciled with Takeshi. However, when war erupted and the school was thrown into chaos, 𝐬ᴏ revealed his true allegiance to the Trailers. His angelic ancestral magic, Angel Hunt, allowed him to overpower Takeshi and brutally defeat him. Kurumi was taken captive, and Twilight was stolen. As Takeshi recovered with allies, he resolved to save Kurumi. Trained harshly by his mother Yoko, he grew stronger, while Kurumi struggled in captivity, eventually meeting Kazuma himself. The war escalated further. Wizard Brace and the Trailers clashed as Takeshi infiltrated the enemy's stronghold with Ida and Mui. Together they fought Ogami and Hotaru, defeating them with a combined attack. But Takeshi soon learned the terrible truth. Yoko had once tried to kill 𝐬ᴏ after seeing a prophetic vision of him causing destruction. Her attempt failed, and she had lived with regret ever since. The final confrontation between the brothers erupted. Takeshi and 𝐬ᴏ unleashed their ultimate magics, Crisis Edge and Nephilim, clashing in the sky. 𝐬ᴏ tricked Takeshi by appealing to brotherly love, only to try a cheap strike. Kurumi threw herself in the way, mortally wounded in the process. Overcome with rage, Takeshi thrashed 𝐬ᴏ into the ground, determined to end it once and for all. At that moment, Kazuma awakened, reality collapsing around them. In a shocking twist, Takeshi was suddenly transported back to 1998. a year before the first Great Magical War. There, he encountered younger versions of the Academy staff, a youthful Kazuma, and even 𝐾𝐾𝐽. Most shocking of all, 𝐾𝐾𝐽 stood among them, smiling warmly at his brother, leaving Takeshi in utter confusion about the fate of the future. That's the complete of the season recap, and with that said, thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, then give it a like, and till next time fellows!